How about this in Colossians 3:5? Put to death the sinful earthly things that are lurking within you. Man, that imagery of just lurking, what does that look like to you in your head right now when you're thinking of something that's lurking? The Bible is saying that's what sin is like. This earthly desire to cheat and to compromise and to try to manage sin. It's that lurking sin where the devil's cool. Let's just let this ride for a little bit. We won't strike at you just yet, but we're going to wait till the right time. And then as we're lurking in your life, when the opportunity is right, we are going to strike and it's going to hurt so bad. Why? Because we didn't get serious about sin. We let small compromise stick around. And just like we saw in Joshua, those little sins continue to live with us still to this day. We have to learn to eliminate the obstacles. Eliminate them, not manage them. If you want to make your life better, you've got to learn to say this little area of compromise is not small at all. It has the power to ruin everything, right? If you want to eat better, you say, but then you keep junk food around and on the counter, then you're not serious. If you say that's important to you, but you keep it right next to you, you're not serious. If you say, I want to eat better, but ice cream is still in your freezer and that's your weak spot, then you're not serious. If you keep soda in your house, but you're saying, I really want to get in shape, and that's the thing that keeps tripping you up, then you're not serious about that. You say you want to quit lust and porn and, all of these nasty thoughts and things that keep you from being the husband and the follower of Christ that you want to be, but you're not serious. If the phone is the problem and you can't quite stop looking, but you keep your phone, you're not serious then. You can't say that you want to quit doing that and have social media where it keeps throwing it at you and you like it and you don't get rid of it. You're not serious. You can't say that you want to read your Bible and pray more and then you never pick it up. You're not serious about that. If you don't set a reminder on your phone to say, stop and pray, that's as easy as it would be, right? If you really wanted to pray more and you're like, I don't know how to be a better prayer, set a reminder that goes off once an hour. All it has to say is, say a quick prayer. But if you don't do it, you're not really serious, right? I'm not really serious. You can say that you want to restore your marriage, but if you never take the steps to actually do the things that are going to help you, then you're not serious. What this looks like for us is what it looked like in Joshua, where you're basically inviting the enemy to live with you. God is saying, destroy it. You've got to get rid of it. This small area of compromise, I know it looks like it's little, but it will destroy your big dreams. Most of us men, I think, and I live this out, and that's why I think this so clearly, for me at least, most of us aren't failing to get to the big dream of being the dad that I want to be, or the husband, or the father, or the follower of Christ, or whatever it is for you, right? Most of us aren't failing because we're not serious. I think if you're still listening to this podcast this far in, you're probably fairly serious about it. You're like, no, I really want to be different. The problem isn't that we're not serious. It's that we've never really seriously addressed sin and compromise. And we know it. I think deep down, you probably know it. What are the obstacles? What are the temptations that you know that you could get really serious about and you could eliminate them and get rid of them, but you choose not to? What is that for you? Ephesians 5 says this, be very careful how you live. Don't live like a fool, but live like those who are wise. Make the most of every opportunity. See, wise men design their life intentionally. And this is what I preach and talk about here every day in this ministry, is living intentionally. It's wisdom. It's allowing wisdom to say, I'm going to mark out the safe path like Proverbs talked about, and I'm going to stay on it. And I'm going to be looking for danger. I'm going to keep my awareness up. A fool, though, says, I can walk into any social media platform and assume it won't kill me. I can continue to flirt with that girl and pretend like it's no big deal. I can try to manage my sin and temptation and hope it doesn't trip me up. But you're a fool. The wise way is to mark it out and to stay on that path. The fool continues to do the same thing over and over. So what are those areas for you, man? As you think about this, as God, I hope, is pressing this on you, what are the obstacles and those small compromises that, be honest with you, like it's just you and the Lord right now. You might be driving in your truck right now listening to this and going, okay, God, what is it? You probably don't have to think very long. There are small areas of temptation that you're trying to manage instead of eliminate. What is that for you? Maybe it's health. Maybe it's your exercise routines or things like that, right? Maybe you just need to get rid of the junk food and stop saying this one's for the kids. We have to keep it around because the kids need it. Was it good for them? We do this all the time in our house too. We shouldn't eat this food because it's not good for us at this age, but we let the kids do it. And then guess what? If the kids have it, every once in a while I have it. Maybe you need to remove the junk food if you're really serious about that. Maybe you need to put healthier options out. Maybe that would be easier for you. Maybe don't keep snacks around. Maybe limit the time that you eat food and say after 7, I don't eat anymore, right? Or I don't eat until noon or whatever it is. Set limitations out there. Maybe you just need to set out your gym clothes so that it's easier for you when you wake up. They're right there for you. If you're serious about your health, what do you need to do? What do you need to remove? What do you need to do to make it easier? If it's sexual purity or pornography or lust, maybe you need to install some filters or some blockers on your devices or on your kids' devices. Maybe you just need to move your phone out of the bedroom at night and refuse to have it in there if that's the place in the way that you are tempted most there. Don't compromise and have it on you if you can't handle it. Maybe you need to stop following accounts and things that trigger lust for you. Maybe it's just like fasting from at least those social media devices and see, can you actually control yourself there? Or if not, get rid of them. If you can't control your phone, get rid of the phone. If you can't control that app, you can't have the app. Maybe you need to find a brother that's going to walk alongside you that knows your weak spots, and you just tell them clearly, ask me about these places, because maybe it's not going to show up as sin, quote unquote, but it's sin to me. 1 Corinthians 6:18 says, run from sexual sin. You can't manage your way around it, fellas, and we know it. What are those areas where you need to eliminate and remove or make life easier for yourself to win by having more help, right? We need to stop negotiating with sin and run from it.